Alright, welcome back, Pirates. This is our Portgas deck profile, post Banlist. This is what I got top 4 with.
And yeah, this is going to be the best profile post Banlist because, as you know, only the reds got hit, but this deck still remains fun and really great to use. And he has a cool effect of just when he attacks or is being attacked, you trash any number of events or states from your hand, and he gains 1,000 for the battle for every card trash. So not a bad leader whatsoever, and he has so many unique cards that only he can play, and that's why he's a really great leader.
Alright, so first we're playing 4 1-drop Ezos. Searches any white period cards.
Yep, and definitely the most important card in the deck when you begin to mulligan or when you're opening your first hand. This is what you really want to get. So yeah, 4 of this is a mandatory.
Alright, so second searcher, Buggy. Searches any red events from the deck, the top 5.
Yep, so he's another one that's going to search. As you know, this deck wants to go first, so these are your 1-drop, so you're always looking for one of these two. And he also has a hidden ability that says he cannot be KO'd in battle by slash characters. So people often forget that, and you will have that people will try to attack him, and when they try to that, it won't do anything. They'll just waste their time, so you don't have to worry about him dying. And then your opponent just gets frustrated for it. So yeah, it's another plus about him.
Next we're playing the 4 Machinos, a 2k counter, and it can boost up your Buggies or Ezos.
Yep, at the beginning it'll push that extra pressure on your opponent. Maybe they'll let the life go, so already you can be at a little advantage in the beginning. And if you don't see them in the early stage with her, oh well, you have a 2k counter in hand. So can't go wrong there.
Next 2k counter, Otama, good for every red deck, and has the ability to, on play, minus 2,000 power to an opponent's character.
Yep, that's something really good, as this whole deck seems going to be about KOing things with low power, and we have many ways to lower power and many ways to KO things.
The first card to be KOing things, Vista. 3 cost, KO something of 3,000 power or less.
Yep, a very strong card that comes with Otama and several other cards that can reduce power in the deck. You'll see it's an ongoing theme with the deck, so 3 Vistas is a pretty good choice for that.
Next, playing 4 Jozu, another 2k counter.
Yep, and this one's searchable with your Whitebeard cards if you do find them. And he also is the one that gives you Rush when you have 2 or less life quests. So in the end game, you get to even possibly play 2 of them, give them a Dawn, and then you have 2 Rushers that can go to help you play for games. So very good to have 4 of Jozu's.
And next we're playing the newly limited 4-drop Marco blocker.
Yep, this is the old one that keeps coming back when you have 2 life or less, that says you just trash a card with a type, including Whitebeard Pirates from your hand. So he can keep on constantly coming back. But just remember that it is 2 life or less, or else you will be, not be able to use your effect if you play him too early on. So yeah, 1 Marco.
4 more Marcos, the 5-drop Marcos.
Yep, so we're playing now these Marcos, the next Phoenix in the list. He on play KO something with 3,000 power or less, just like Vista. So same reason that he combos off with all your other cards that reduce powers off your opponent's characters. And he's immortal with the effect that he can keep coming back by trashing 1 event from your hand. So very good in that aspect.
Next we're playing the promo Portgas the Ace. He has double attack.
Yep, this is one that's not too commonly played, but we really like him because it puts heavy pressure in like the early to mid game. And sometimes you have an opening hand of, let's say, Marco and Portgas the Ace, and you have the choice to play either or. So if there's nothing to KO, there's no need to play Marco so early on. In fact, you're better off playing something like Portgas the Ace to put heavy pressure on the following turn because people don't really want to get hit by double attack for 1 attack. So yeah, 1 of him.
Next I'm playing 3 7-drop Ace.
The 7-drop Ace is one of the more better ones to see in your hand at least once or twice in the game because he's your rusher. And on play, he gives 2 of the opponent's characters minus 3,000 power. So he combos off very well with so many other cards in the deck that KO things, including the best one called Fire Fist, which we'll show you soon.
Alright, the next limited card, Edward Newgate. I only played 1 anyways, so it didn't really affect me that Banlist with him.
Yeah, so he's strong because, of course, he got the on-play to give you 2,000 power for 2 total turns, 1 for your turn, and then another 2k for the opponent's turn following. And then later, the next turn, Dawn 2, when attacking, you get to KO things that are 3,000 power or less. So with your effects to constantly be reducing the power of the opponent's characters, even Big Edward can start destroying things. So it's pretty good for that.
Alright, next limited card, Radical Beam. Gotta play as many as you can, so we're playing 1.
Yep. So the first event that we're going to show you is the one that gives you 4,000 power for having 2 life cards or less. So yeah, very strong. Can't go wrong with a free blast breath. Radical Beam.
Alright, next I'm playing 3 guard points.
Guard points is the one that's just for 1 Dawn, 3000 power, really good to cover yourself because people like to hit for 2k over your character or leader. So yeah, guard point comes up, very frequently, all the time.
Alright, next event, 3 Whitebeard Pirates searches Whitebeard Pirates characters.
Yep, this is good to help you find Ezo if you have not found Ezo yet. And the better way to use this card is to discard it for, like, let's say Marco effect, so you can keep coming back.
Yeah, late game you don't want to really play this card.
Yeah, because you're trying to just go for game. So, what's next?
More KOing power, Seaquake.
Seaquake does exactly what Vista does, but with the cost of 1, so it's like a cheap Vista. And as you can see, it combos off with many cards that can KO things. Well, they reduce power, like your Ace, Otama. We have a couple more events coming in that can do that, so it's pretty neat in that sense. So 2 Seaquakes.
Yep. Seaquake with Crossfire can KO a really high attack power characters for only 3 Dawn.
Yep, as you can see, this one reduces something by 4,000. And also, it's also a counter if you possibly want to use it for that, but mostly it's better off as a main phase effect in this deck particularly because, for example, something comes out like a Sakazuki, you get to literally KO it by playing 1 Crossfire and then a Seaquake. So 3 Dawn just costed you to destroy something of 7 cost. Of 7k power, so that's pretty damn good. So we like our 1 Crossfire.
And we're playing 1 Fiery Doll to help you boost up your leader late game or even early on if you need it to KO some characters that are troubling you.
Yep, so 4,000 power, and the combo for this at the end of the game was what with 10 Dawn?
It helps you kind of like as if you're playing with 12 Dawn because it's for only 2 Dawn you get 4,000 power.
Yep, really strong for that sense. At the end of the game, this will help you go for that final hard push.
And then we're playing the best event in this deck, Fire Fist.
Fire Fist. Main, you trash an event from hand to KO up to 2 opponents' characters, one of 5,000 power or less and one of 4,000 power or less. So it's really crazy, and the best combo you have is with Ace, because you can play these together because 7 and 3 equals 10. So in the late game, you get to reduce 3k power off of 2 guys, and then Fire Fist to destroy 2 guys. So essentially you get to destroy a guy of 5,000 power less and a guy of 7,000 power less. So pretty wild for that combo.
And he gets to attack.
Yep, and then the rush comes into factoring. So 3 of Fire Fist. Look at that cool art. That Ace just looks so amazing. Anywho's.
And the last reducing power card, Round Table.
Round Table is here to knock out the really big guys, right?
Yep, the big moms, Edward Newgates, the 8-drop kids.
Oh,
anything.
Yeah. Yep. And that weird player in the corner that's still playing Kaido today. They can KO his big drop Kaido. So yeah, Round Table is just that, extra KOing power for the really big boss cards because you just use this and a Vista or a Seaquake, and yeah, everything is killable.
And last but not least, the 1 Flame Emperor.
The Flame Emperor event is the big one that you use to go for game, that puts you on the lead in mid game because it KOs an opponent's character that costs 8,000 power or less, so that's huge. And then your leader gains double attack plus 3,000 power during the turn, so it's really overwhelming. So yeah, this is really fun to play when it gets to resolve, and it mostly will because your opponent, it's going to be very hard for them to cover this. So very strong card.
It has a trigger of Jet Pistol as well as Fire Fist has a similar trigger of Jet Pistol.
Yep, we forgot to mention a couple of triggers we have here. So we have some triggers like these two. If you find them in your life, occasionally you might, be inclined to use it to KO a character randomly. So that's really nice that it has that. As well as all your other events in the game have a nice trigger, except for Round Table, but all of them have nice triggers. So when you see them in the life, that's another bonus for the deck.
Yeah, Round Table, if you don't see any need for it, you gotta just discard it for Fire Fist or for your leader's effect.
Yep, so now this is the full deck profile. We're gonna neaten everything up so you get to see the ratios all clearly and better. And we hope this will help you on your quest to become the next Pirate King.
Alright guys, so these are all the cards in the deck. Right now, the only things I would probably change is taking out either Crossfire or Fiery Doll, or maybe both. And then I would change the ratios and add the Whitebeard Pirates, or Vista, Guard Point. Well, there was another card.
Maybe
another Portgas the Ace, maybe, if you want.
Yeah, if you don't see that much characters attacking. But yeah, this deck wants to go first. As you can see, your curve goes, you have your 1-drops, then your 3-drops, a lot of 5-drops, 7s, and then your 9 boss. So that's kind of how you want to, play the game out, and then, your events in between there.
Yeah, going second is tough, but at least you can possibly play 2 stretchers on your first turn if you have them both.
Yeah, so that's another option. But yeah, this is the deck that you've played with, right? My brother mainly playing it, and I think it's a lot of fun to watch, and I know it can destroy everything, so I hope you give it a try. It's not a bad leader whatsoever. He's really cool.
Yeah, this is what I've been having success with so far.
Including playing this weird ace over here. Now we've played every single ace that's possible in the game. So yeah.
We just need to get the alt art for this leader once I have enough money for that.
Yep. So thanks for watching. We're going to have more deck profiles of everything else soon enough. Yep. And hope you enjoyed the video.
Yep. Let us know what you want to see next.
Peace.
Damn.
My bad.